That's right. We did it, everybody. We did it. They all can't stop crying. Yeah. Actually, I'm streaming. I'm streaming on Rumble and I'm also streaming on X. So if you guys want, you can go over there. Oh shoot. Oh wow. All right. So now it automatically picked up the live over here on Instagram. So yeah, I'm live on Instagram. I'm gonna make sure. I think I'm live on Rumble as well. So I'm gonna just make sure if anybody wants to go over there, go to Rumble Live. Yeah. Can anybody run over there to Rumble Live just to check to see if I'm streaming? I got kicked out of Blue Room and blocked. I'm tired. Man, yeah. Listen, I'll tell you guys, I'm so tired, man. I feel like I've just been going like 24 hours a day, trying to get the word out. It's been a lot. It's really been a lot. But at the end of the day, I say it's been worth it. It's really been worth it. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy. And a lot of folks they're just not gonna understand, right? They won't get it. They'll feel somehow upset, betrayed. They feel like it's a loss, but it's really not a loss. This is actually a victory for all of us. Let me just adjust this stuff. I did great. Thank you. Thank you. Just for you guys to know, I'm also streaming live on TikTok. So, I got the little thing over there. If anybody wants to come join, actually, I want to try something different this time. I want to give you guys the invite to come and join me on my X. I want you to come join me here on the live stream. So any of you folks that want to come join me on the live stream, I'm going to send out an invite, right? Copy. All right. So everyone who's a part of the Discord community, let me put the Discord. All right. So that's the Discord right there. So if you want to join my Discord community, it's called We Need to Talk with Tony Community. You can find me in there because when they kick me off those other social media platforms, when they kick me off the Meta platforms, when they throttle me down on YouTube, when TikTok bans all of my accounts, you have the backup. You can find me over there. So you can find me right there in the Discord community. I'm going to put the link. Yeah, let me put the link. I have a friend text me all day because she's against Trump and saying how horrible. Yeah, man, look. These people, a lot of these folks, they're losing their minds right now behind the Donald Trump victory. It's crazy. Like it's crazy for real. Wait, new audio device. Wait, don't know what's happening here. I'm gonna send an invite. If anyone wants to join the convo and come up, here's the link to my live stream. Gonna try something different today. I'm gonna invite you guys to come up and join me in the live stream, baby. Join me in the live stream. Yeah, I just put out the invite. Okay. All right, so let's get started. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Shane. Yeah, we've been working hard. We've been working hard over here. And it's crazy, a lot of people will be like, "Yeah, you are you getting paid by the Donald Trump campaign?" Yeah, he's getting paid by them. Hell no. I wish I was getting paid. I wish I was getting something from somebody. No. I'm just trying to bring some semblance of sanity back to the discourse, because so many people have just kind of lost it. I don't know if you guys have seen. Have you guys like looked at all of these videos that these people are putting out on social media? Like, they're losing their minds. This is crazy. Like, I haven't seen anything like this. You guys got to see this. Look, you know what? Let me cue this up because you all. I want you guys to see this because these people are losing it. Hold on. Let me pause that. And it's everywhere. And I always wonder, like, why do people record themselves just losing it like that on social media, crying? You holding the camera all in front of your face and you just crying. Like, what the hell is that about? Great article in The Root of Why Blacks Should Fear Project 2025. Well, that's interesting. Project 2025 is not Donald Trump's plan, so I'm not interested in that. It's so funny. People are saying, thank you for all the hard work you did to get Trump over the finish line. It's funny. I do think we were quite influential in getting Trump over the finish line. And not just me, it's just the whole network of, I guess you want to call us influencers or creators that I've had the pleasure of meeting and networking with and participating on panels with. There are a lot of brilliant people out here on social media. And I was surprised to find so many of them because I remember like just going through like the whole, you know, all of the echo chambers on social media, all of the cognitive dissonance that I was seeing. It was just so crazy, man. And I felt like I was alone. I felt like I was crazy. I felt like I was just this one person in a sea of people, and I'm screaming out loud and no one can hear a word that I'm saying, and it was just so crazy. But when I went on, and they banned me on social, on they shadow banned me on Facebook, shadow banned me on Instagram. So basically no one could see any of my posts. No one could communicate with me. Anytime if people tag me, their accounts were getting suspended. So I knew that whatever I was saying, it had to be effective in some way. It had to mean something. But and so I decided, yeah, you know what? I'm not getting any more views over here. No one's even able to hear me. So I decided to go to TikTok, that kid app where everyone was dancing around and playing around. I'm a grown ass 50-year-old man. Like, I don't have time for that kiddie shit. But I forgot, a friend told me to go over there. So I went over there and I put up like a couple of videos. I saw a little engagement. But when I saw what happened with Donald Trump, put up a video and it went viral, went everywhere. People were doing their podcasts and they were like referencing me in it. And then I found out about the live video community. So I started doing the live streams, those live conversations. And that's when I just started networking with all these brilliant people. Man, there are some smart people out there. I learned so much from those people. I mean, I think I'm fairly intelligent, but it was humbling to be around a lot of those new people, those brains that was so much bigger than mine. I think it's problematic when you always think when you want to be the smartest in the room. And I think it's dangerous to always be the smartest in the room, because when you are the smartest in the room, there's no room for you to learn or grow. And so, I got connected with so many of these brilliant people. You know, we talked about the issues with the election, the issues with the politics. We started getting into the details of the information, and I started to realize that a lot of the things that I thought were true were completely wrong. It's totally wrong. And so I wanted to go deeper down the rabbit hole. And so I started looking deeper into the information, and I realized that most of the things that I was presented with were false. I kind of knew that already, but just the depth of information that was available through these people, it helped me to learn more and hence become more effective in teaching other people. And I think that's what the goal should be: being effective in reaching and teaching other people. And the problem is, our politics have gotten to a place where we just want to fight. We don't want to hear each other. You know, it's my way or the highway. I am the arbiter of truth, or the government is. And if you disagree, you are the enemy and you must be stopped and you must be destroyed. And so because of that, you know, I knew that we had to change this. We had to stop this. And I know everybody's calling Donald Trump everything under the sun. He's the most dangerous thing in America. It's bullshit. It's fear mongering. And I noticed that, you know, when you say something about it, when you try to correct people on it, by default, they decide that if you don't agree with Democrats, you're a Republican. If you don't agree with the left, then you're an extreme, what do you call it? A MAGA extremist, or you're a right winger. And that's intellectual laziness. These people are so freaking lazy. It's unbelievable. And so I really understand how we got to where we are today in our state of politics, where you see so many unhinged people who are dictating our politics. And I want to, and it's crazy because I want to show you, like some of the, I want to show you the voter base, right? I want to show you who it is that Democrats appeal to with their politics, because I think it's very concerning. And so, I'm sorry. And I don't want to ignore the chat, because I definitely want to, engage with you guys in the chat. They're all over the internet. Yes, it is ridiculous. That's right. Hey, Alexis. Let me see who's here. Oh, Neek is here. Yeah, should I put Neek in the box? I mean, well, of course I could put Neek in the box, but just so you know, I'm live streaming over here. Let me just set the screen a little smaller. Yeah, so I'm streaming live. I'm actually inviting people up to come talk to me on the live stream. What the hell? Yeah. Oh, okay. So that was me echoing in the background. Yeah. Well, I dropped the link in the Discord if anybody wants to come up and talk, because you know how we do on TikTok, where everybody comes up in the panel and we have the conversations. I said, frick it. Let me just put it in the Discord, and whoever wants to come up. I see Christine in the waiting area. I see you, Christine. I'm gonna pull you in. I would ask, right? If anyone wants to come and join the conversation here on the podcast, if you wouldn't mind, could you get on camera? All right. If you can't, all right, I'll make some exceptions here and there, but I would prefer that the people who come up and to join, the people who join the conversation, I would like for you to come join me on camera so we can have this conversation. All right. Obviously, there's exceptions for people like Goon, MJ, but everybody else. Yeah, right. Yeah, the people who work for the CIA and other intel agencies. Yeah, sure. Y'all can come up here. You don't have to show your faces. But to everybody else, yeah, I would love for you guys to come up. And even the left, you can come up too. Got to behave yourself though. But you're welcome to come up here and join the conversation. So do you want to come over here, Neek, or you want to stay in the TikTok? I'm not camera ready. Oh, no, it's okay. No, well, you're here, yeah. But anyway, so yeah, let me just talk to Lauren says, yes, Tony, you've been so dedicated. Thank you. You helped me to take a calmer approach to politics. Thank you. And I think that's important, right? Oh, you don't do camera. That's okay, Christine. It's fine. Taking that calmer approach to politics is important. And this is why. Let me show you why I think it's so important to take a calmer approach to our politics. Here's just one reason why.
I'm sorry. No. Why?
What the hell?
Why? Do you really hate me that bad? I'm sorry. No.
Hold on, that's not it. Hold on.
What the fuck? No! Bitch! You fuck! What the hell?
Yo.
Ah!
Oh my God. I'm
Ah!
sorry, but listen, y'all, this isn't normal. Look, these are the people. These are the people who were out there supporting Kamala
How did we
Harris.
get here? How did we get here?
What in the Alice in Wonderland nightmares is going on right now?
All I can say is how fucking dare you?
If you voted for that man, if you voted for anybody other than Kamala, and you live in one of the states that it was, close, or if you didn't vote, fuck you.
It's not gonna happen. Go, Kamala.
What the?
I chose family. I chose women. I chose America.
Bro.
I love you.
How the fuck is this still happening? All I've ever known politically is hatred.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with you.
Oh my
I'm
God.
done with you and your mother and your sister. I'm just done with all of this.
I'm sorry. Tell my friends who I chose.
Are you on
You don't understand how scared of this man I am. If this guy does end up winning again, all of the people who voted for him will be like happy and they'll just be celebrating. And everyone who feels threatened by him is fucking scared. Like we're scared for our lives. We're scared for our friends.
How dare you put this man into office for another 4 years, knowing damn well what it means for our country, what it means for us
What does
as
it
a
mean?
people.
What?
To know that there is that much ignorance and that much hate in this country, it's so terrifying.
That much ignorance and that much hate in this country. This is right. These are is you know what? Damn, it's gonna be hard to talk to you from here while on the mic too. So let me see. No, it's okay. Maybe you could talk to the But yeah, those are the people. For those of you who don't know, there was a Pew Research study where it showed that 62% of Democrats have been diagnosed with some form of a mental illness and are taking medication for it. That's serious. That's serious. That's showing you who the political left is currently in this country. And that's not to insult them, because according to the same study, it said 26% of people who were Republicans also were diagnosed with some form of mental illness, 21% of independents, but 62% of Democrats have been diagnosed with a mental illness. And then people don't understand why Donald Trump won in a landslide. This is like a serious problem. We talk about, mass formation psychosis, which I think was exacerbated during COVID. We talk about this unhinged lunacy that has become the political left, where they've just gone too far, too extreme, too ridiculous, I would argue. My son came home earlier tonight, and he was asking me a whole bunch of questions about the election, about Donald Trump. He was very curious about he was asking me about Project 2025. I'm like, why are you asking me about this debunked nonsense already? And he's asking me about the UN. And I'm like, wait a minute. My son's asking me a lot of questions. And I was asking him, why are you asking me these things? And he was telling me because pretty much everybody in his school was crying. Now, you all know I'm in New York City, and it's a very liberal, very progressive city. And he's telling me that basically everyone was just depressed and sad and crying because Donald Trump won the election. And I'm like, well, what are the issues that they're concerned about? And what do you think one of the issues is that they're concerned about? Can anybody guess? Let me see. Let me see if anybody can guess what one of the issues are. What these teenagers are prioritizing that has them going over the edge mentally. What do you think? Up, TikTok got the answers. I see TikTok in there. Y'all got the answers already. I want to see if anybody here on bingo. Bingo. That's the issue. Why is that the issue of concern for our children? Yep. Oh, you don't have to write AB over here on X and Rumble. You can actually write the word. We're not censored on Rumble and X. Yeah. Yes, this too. Yes, all of these things. Everything you guys are seeing right now on the screen here, all of these things, those are the issues that threw them over the edge. Are we not concerned about this? Why would this be the number one issue of our teenage girls and boys? So I think we've bastardized a lot of the understanding of women's rights, human rights. You know, when you have people talking about they want to defend a person's right to do what they want with their own bodies, yet for some reason they support mandates. Doesn't make sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. But before I continue, let me pull Christine up here. All right. How you doing, Christine?
Good, Tony. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in Pennsylvania. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. You guys pulled it out.
You're welcome. Yeah, we did our best.
Yes. All right. So,
Yep. It was kind of scary. I was watching as it was coming in, on NBC last night, and I kept clicking on it and clicking on it. At first, it was not looking good, but then
yeah,
as time went on, it just kept. And then, all of a sudden, he was winning. Once I knew he was winning Pennsylvania, I knew I could sleep for a little while.
right. Yeah. Listen, PA, y'all are the real MVPs. But now
I know, right?
I'm hearing it's a sweep of all the swing states now. I think and remember I said it before. Have you been to my lives on TikTok? Yeah, of course you've been to the lives
Oh,
on
yeah.
TikTok. Yeah.
Every
So
night.
all right. Well, I predicted that this was going to be a landslide, a decisive victory for Donald Trump. And it looks like he got the electoral votes and the popular vote. My
Yep.
God. Sweeping the swing states.
Yep. And hopefully we can keep the House too, and he would have the House, the Senate, and the presidency. That would be great.
No, they got the House.
Oh, they did?
They
For
got,
sure, for sure?
yeah, I'm pretty sure. What
I don't
did
think they
something
have the
change?
majority yet, though. They don't
But
have
they
218.
already had a majority though. And
They did, but there's still some seats that
'cause I know Democrats had lost 2 seats and then they gained and Republicans gained 2 seats. Well, I don't know if anything changed now. Maybe
there's still some that aren't
they-
decided, that aren't done yet.
okay.
So they
Yeah.
were, I don't know, somewhere over 200, but they have to get to 218 to have the majority.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look. Let me
They
see.
weren't quite there yet earlier today.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
I gotta look now. Election 24, Congress. So how are you feeling after this election?
I feel at peace finally. I've been a Republican all my life, and my parents were always Republicans, and I remember I'm probably somewhere around your age, and as a kid, I remember when Ronald Reagan was elected, and how excited my dad was, because my dad's a businessman, and he was just so excited that someone who wasn't a politician was becoming the president. And I don't remember a whole lot because I was pretty young back then, but I just remember he was such a great president, and he was just in it to make it a better country. And that's the last really great president that I remember. So, like I said, I'm Republican all my life, and my parents always were. And in 2016, I'd never voted. really. I was always like, oh, does it really matter? You know, I wasn't that involved in it. In 2016, it was just different again. And that was the first time I voted 8 years ago for Trump. For Trump, we know how that went,
Right,
and we
right.
didn't really expect him to win, but he did, thank God. And then 4 years ago, voted again, and we know how that went. And so this is literally only the third time that I voted in my 51 years of life, and
Uh,
this
uh,
time it was just, you just kept thinking it's got to happen, but is it going to happen after 2020? It was so nerve-wracking just getting to yesterday.
all
Getting it
right.
done. And I think my greatest concern was for my father, because he's 80. He's a very successful businessman in the area here in Pennsylvania, and he has been so distraught these last couple years, and just as of late coming up to this election. And I've been so worried about him because he just doesn't seem quite, he's just not been himself. And today he called me, and I told him how excited I was for him, and he's like, no, you don't understand. I was worried about you and your husband and your kids and what's
Right.
going to happen to you guys. He's like, but now that he won, hopefully for the next 12 years at least, he gets in there and gets everything cleaned up and the way it should be running, and everything will be better for you. So today was a good
Okay.
day. It was a very good day. Kind of tired, but it's definitely a much better day than we've had lately.
All right. Well, thank you for standing on the right side of history.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. And I'm going to drop you down. I'm going to go into the next segment, and then I'll see you probably over in the TikTok.
Okay, thanks, Tony. Thanks for all that you do, you and Neek and everybody. Goon, I love hearing you guys. I learned so much from you guys just listening and hearing all your insight and wisdoms, and I look forward to hearing you guys every night. And I really appreciate it. I know you put your heart into this, and it shows every night.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep.
All right. Take care.
Yep. You too.
All right. Yes, everyone. So, yeah. So as I do these lives in TikTok. Actually, I have it open right now. What's up, y'all? I'm coming over here in a little bit. I just wanted to get on here real quick. I'm trying to get used to this whole thing. I think it's important that we start investing in our own media platforms. And it's so crazy because I've been talking about this for a while, that citizen journalism has become and arguably has always been like the best source of information. Right? Of course, we dig into government documents, we look into all the information that we can get, all the data, right? But at the same time, most of the most important stories are happening on the ground. And what we always get is this remixed interpretation of what's actually going on. And so I think it's always best that we start to take the charge of being the media, because we are the media. And I thought it was really moving when I saw Elon Musk pretty much write out exactly what I've been saying for the longest time last night after the election. He said, "You are the media now." Man, that shit was powerful to me, because we all know that X is the number one source of news on the planet, not just in the United States, on the planet. That means all of these media platforms, all of the legacy media, the Western media, mainstream media, all these corporate media platforms, they source their information from X. Did you all know that? The overwhelming majority of them, they source their information from X. They form all of their stories from the things that they see on X, the things that are reported, the conversations that are taking place. Everything begins there. And I think when you have a platform that allows free speech, that protects your right to share information, this is something that we all should invest in. Don't worry, I didn't go anywhere. It's this camera. The camera goes out. It has like a time limit. It's got like a time limit of like, I don't know, like 10 minutes on it or something. But yeah, so got to deal with that until I fix it. Yeah. So right. Yeah. So a lot of people didn't know that about X. So I hope to build a new media platform. That's what I want to do. And I want to build this new platform with all of the amazing people that I've met on TikTok, the other amazing people that I've been networking with on social media, because man, there are some brilliant, some smart people out there. And I always think about it because we've developed a significant following where people, as you heard Christine, they join us like every night to listen to our conversations, to listen to our breakdowns, the information. They get their news from us now. Like, they're literally getting their news from us. So I just imagine what it would be like if we actually built a media platform where we can have all of these people, all of these brilliant minds come together and replace the garbage that we're seeing on the NBC, CNNs, all of the crap, even the Young Turks, which I used to think was an independent media platform, but it isn't. It's trash, it's garbage. We need new media, folks. We need new media. Maybe there should be like a new hashtag, like new media. You know what I'm saying? We got to build something new. And so that's something that I really want to work on. And I want to start, sharing all of the other folks that I network with, because, man, when I'm telling you, the general public is missing a lot of information, which is what's leading to so much of the conflict. It's leading to so much of the misunderstandings. I can't tell you how many times I've posted on platforms like Instagram, the simplest of things, especially Instagram and Facebook, because those seem to be like the DNC echo chambers. But I can't count how many times I've posted on those platforms simple statements that might seem critical of the Democrat Party or Kamala Harris. Just a little bit of pushback, and I will get dog piled. Like, the TDS is so strong on those platforms. And I was a Democrat. And I'll tell you, I stayed registered as a Democrat because I was afraid that they would try to kick me off of the voter roll before this election. But now that this election is over, I'm going to change my registration. I'm gonna change my registration to independent. I don't want to be a Democrat no more. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny, most people, and I've seen people I've known for years who have just been so rude, disrespectful, and just hostile towards me. Even some family members, simply over where I decide to place my vote. And most of the time, they can't even explain why it's a bad thing that I'm voting the way I am, because they don't understand anything. They don't know anything about the politics. That's the crazy thing. You mad at me and you don't even know the reason why you're mad at me. It's because somebody told you Orange Man bad and Tony must be wrong. So you've just thrown away everything you know about me to replace it with Orange Man bad, to prioritize your fear. And I want you to see the type of stuff that is coming from the political left. These are the people that you follow, right? These are the people. This is the left. F Latinos and Arabs. There, I said it. Hope you all get deported and banned. Now, isn't this the kind of stuff that they say these MAGA racist Republicans say? So hold on now. This LGBT typical, this stone progressive Democrat, he decides to just say the quiet part out loud, what he's been thinking all this time. F Latinos and Arabs. There, I said it. I hope you all get deported and banned. So because the election didn't go his way, because you didn't do what the Democrats wanted you to do, it's time to say F you and go back to your country. Remember this? Remember what they said? They said Donald Trump said? And you're saying that Donald Trump and Republicans are so full of hate. Y'all are full of hate. That's the problem. And it's like, yo, read the room. Look at the overwhelming choice that this country made in Donald Trump. But instead of introspection, instead of conducting a little bit of self-inventory into what you may have done wrong as a party, what Kamala Harris may have done wrong as a candidate, all I hear is, oh, these racists, they're racist and they're misogynists. That means you guys are just totally averse to accountability. You don't care. Like, you're not willing to change. You're not willing to look at your mistakes and correct course. You don't care. I mean, that's basically what it is. And that is scary. And now, and I wanted, where is it? There's something I wanted to show you because a lot of this shit is funny. I saw a segment. Yeah, it was on X. It was the one. Did you guys see the segment on X with what was it? Morning Joe. That's what it was. Morning Joe. It was with him and Al Sharpton. Bro, I couldn't believe what I was listening to. Let me get it. Al. It's crazy now. It's like, yo, you go to X now and you could pull up anything. X is like the new Google. Do y'all know that? Elon needs to come up with like a secondary platform. The way that, you see how Facebook did, how Instagram is connected to Facebook and WhatsApp. And I think, what's that other app? Threads or something like that. Elon needs to do that with X, where he creates something very similar to TikTok. Bro, that would be amazing. Figure out the algorithm, because TikTok does have like a really good setup. The way that their tech setup is very good. It's very easy to handle. It has a well, they could do better with the monetization, but just the overall, user friendliness of it is really good. If he could set something up like that as some type of an attachment, a connected app to X, that would be really good. But anyway, I want you guys to see just a snippet of this interview that was done. Let me pull it out here. That was on Morning Joe with Joe Scarborough talking to Al Sharpton. I was about to say something, but this is him talking to Al Sharpton. Y'all civil rights leader, Al Sharpton. Let's hear what Joe and Al had to say.
I just say really quickly, too. Democrats need to be mature, and they need to be honest. And they need to say, yes, there's misogyny. But it's not just misogyny from white men.
Mm-hmm.
It's misogyny from Hispanic men.
Right.
It's misogyny from black men, things we've all been talking about.
Okay, so the reason why Kamala Harris lost so far has nothing to do with the fact that she can't answer a question. It has nothing to do that she was clearly polling as the least popular vice president in history. Has nothing to do with the fact that she was labeled by these same people on the same network as the biggest political mistake that Joe Biden ever made. Has nothing to do with her complete total failure in her record as a senator. It was because of misogyny from Hispanic men, white men, and black men. Let's continue.
Do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues with Hispanics.
What?
They don't want a black woman as president.
Whoa.
Might be race issues with Hispanics.
Wait, let's listen.
It's misogyny from black men, things we've all been talking about, who do not want a woman leading them. Might be race issues with Hispanics. They don't want a black woman as president of the United States.
You see how you try to say, as president of the United States? It might be racism from Hispanics who don't want a black woman running for the United States. You see how long have I been telling y'all this about Democrats? They are masterful at sowing racial division. It's always about racism. For them, that's always the answer. It's racist. What did I say? What do I always say about Democrats? White liberals. They have decided that they are the authority on racism. They've now taken it, put it in a pot, remixed it, put a little bit of salt and pepper on it because, they don't use no other types of seasoning. And then they say, voila, racism packaged up. There you go. We are going to be your saviors because we know better than you what's good for you. We know what racism is. So, you know what? Kamala, the Indian lady, lost, but you know what? It's because of racism. Those damn Hispanics, they hate you black people. Why is it that Democrats always go so hard to keep people fighting with each other based on race? Why are they the authority on race, first of all? Why are they the dictators of how we're supposed to conduct our politics as people of color? Nobody has a problem with that? That this white man is telling Al Sharpton that the reason why the Indian lady didn't win the election is because Hispanics don't like black people. That's it. Had nothing to do with her shitty ass campaign. Nothing to do with the economy, the state of the country right now. No. They're just misogynists. And Hispanics hate black people. This is why we need new media. These people, they oh my God, they appeal to the lowest common denominator of intellect. We deserve better than this. And whenever I speak to my leftist friends, you act like you just can't see this shit. Are you that indoctrinated? Yes, absolutely. Jennifer, yes. We need to clean house. Get rid of all of them. Purge them. Remove them. Clean it up. But let's go because I want to show y'all somebody else, another show that we need to purge. Another show we need to get rid of. But let's see. Does he have anything else to say?
The Democratic Party, I've always found when you're sitting around talking, they love to just sort of balkanize everybody into these separate groups and say, oh, white people don't like women and black people. No, it is time for the Democrats to say, okay, and you and I have talked about this before. A lot of Hispanic voters have problems with black candidates.
Ooh. Yo. Did y'all hear that? Yeah. This is what this white man is saying. So let's just say it what it is, Reverend Al. A lot of Hispanics just have problems. They're racist against black people. Yo, do you know what else this shows? This shows how dumb they think black people are. Because this is not going to move Hispanics. They're willing to insult Hispanics in order to do what? To maintain their control over the political children who they know and identify as black people. This is how they see you, black people. And you know what? I'm going to say it because I know people are going to get offended, but I'm going to say it. You know who they're appealing to? They're appealing to the weakest link. And who is the weakest link when it comes to allowing us to be manipulated by the Democrat Party? It's black women. Sorry. I love you, but it's you. It is you. You are putting us all at risk. You are destroying us with your undying loyalty to a political party that hates you and hates your men and hates your families. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's true. You are the danger to the progress and the future existence of black people in this country in any sort of manner that can be competitive or even respected politically. Why? Because you voted 92% for the Democrat Party. There's no drop off. There was no, oh, we're just gonna not get involved because we're tired of the way that they're disrespecting our men and they're only prioritizing us terminating the lives of our unborn children. No, the fact that they're having a DNC convention in one of the blackest cities in Illinois, and they putting abortion trucks and vasectomy trucks outside to tell us that they don't want us to reproduce. You know what? No, we're not going to deal with that. No, but you didn't do that. You came out in more numbers to support them while they hate you and your families and everything you stand for, while they're targeting your children with gender confusion, while they're telling your sons that they can be girls and your daughters that they should be boys, and they're allowing biological boys into your girls' private spaces by changing federal law. I'm sorry. I love you, black women, but you're the problem. Yep. That's why they use you to espouse all the hatred and the anti-black misandry against your men publicly. They put y'all up there. They put y'all up there to disparage black men, and then they put weak-ass feminist black men up there to back you up. You're the problem. I said it.
Right.
A lot
and
of
with other Hispanics, you've got some that don't like each other. And some of the most misogynist things I've heard going on this Get Out the Vote tour came from black men. I mean, misogynist things. So you're absolutely right. It's not simplistic. And we've got to have real honest conversations about it.
Real honest conversations.
Real honest conversations. That's what that broke down to for them. We got to have real honest conversations. I know some of the shit that I say is going to piss people off, but at this point, I don't even care anymore, bro. I don't care anymore. Let me read the and the sad part is many black women on TikTok were saying as minorities, we should tie our tubes since we cannot have abortions. Playing right into less of us, more of them. Wow, I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know anything about that. Well, here's the thing though. I would like to know. Why is it that abortion is the number one issue? And when all right, let's take a step back. We keep talking about, all I'm seeing is Democrats on these fake news networks talking about, well, what was the misstep in the Harris campaign? What could she have done better? Where did it go wrong? I mostly see people blaming, men for it. It's misogyny, it's racism. She did everything perfect. But I don't see any reflection as to what, where they went wrong, even though I made all of those references. Now, if you just look at the record that the Democrat Party has, it's like they don't see, it's like they can't read the room. Like, look at all the things that the Democrat Party has done just since 2016. We saw how they conspired to block Bernie Sanders. Oh, and I was a Bernie Sanders supporter, by the way. I was a Democrat. I was a Bernie Sanders supporter back then. But look what they did to Bernie Sanders twice. Look how they treated Tulsi Gabbard and where she ended up leaving to go to the other side, right? Look how they've treated Elon Musk. These are people who are leftists. Look how they treated Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I saw a piece today on NBC when they were talking about Donald Trump's transition team and the people who'll be going into the cabinets. You know what they preface RFK Jr.'s name with? And anti-vax conspiracy theorist Robert F. Kennedy Jr. to head up to revamp the FDA. Listen to that. Listen to the language that they use. These people are liars. It's not even just propagandists. They're liars. They understand how to reframe conversations in order to reframe your mind and your level of understanding. What do you think happened? Listen, I can show every damn news report over the past how many years. Anytime RFK Jr.'s name is mentioned, it's anti-vax conspiracy theorist. That's the language they always use. And he is not. He is actually pro-vaccine, certain vaccines. And this is the problem. Whenever you question things, whenever you question authority, whenever you say, hold on, wait a minute, you're doing too much, and this is predatory upon the American people and particularly our children. They get in the way of business. You're getting in the way of business, Mr. Kennedy Jr. You know what? We got to silence you. It's the same way they kicked Tucker Carlson off of Fox News. Tucker Carlson, he was giving them the highest ratings ever. But the moment he let RFK Jr. on there, the moment he started criticizing the pharmaceutical industry, they axed him quickly. They got rid of him immediately. So, bro, like, people, we got to get smarter. We have to get smarter. And I understand, we've been so heavily propagandized, so some of us don't even know where to look. I want to provide a platform where you guys don't even have to search anymore. But you got to disconnect from these cable TV news networks. Seriously, for real, y'all. Listen, I know it feels good and fun to sit down in the afternoons and just be like, oh, let me just listen to The View, girl talk. No, The View is the #1 most toxic show in media today. That show needs to be quickly thrown in the trash. There is so much propaganda. There's so many lies that are stated on that show. I cannot believe that they're just not labeled as some type of like satire or comedy show or something, because it's so much bullshit on that show. It's crazy. And you know what? That's what let me show you. I wanted to show you that. Where are you at? Because I know I had a little clip. I know I had a clip from the show. Man, my allergies are acting up. I don't know what's going on out here. But yeah, let me show you something from oh my Lord. It's like, there's so many clips right now. There's so many clips out there on the internet now, but let me just show you just a little bit of what we're dealing with from The View. All right. All right, let's listen to the fine ladies of The View.
Aside from buck naked dancing on the top of the table, I don't know what else she could have done. I think she could have done.
Well, first of all, it wasn't buck naked dancing on the table, but she did bring Meg the Stallion to twerk her ass in front of the crowd. She did do that, didn't she? But let's continue.
Aside from buck naked dancing on the top of the table, I don't know what else she could have done.
I think she could have done more. I think she left it all out on the field. I think she raised $1 billion in 3 months. I think that she ran a flawless campaign, and I maintain that. I think now it's the time for us to work.
She maintained a flawless campaign. How many people think that Kamala Harris ran a flawless campaign? Whether you're on the right or the left, how many people believe Kamala Harris ran a flawless campaign? The word of the day should be accountability. Can we talk about that? Accountability. Can that be the word of the day, where we hold ourselves accountable for the bullshit that we say, the nonsense we do? Can we do that? And you have some other people. Let me tell you something. All over social media, you see all of these liberal tears. It's a river of liberal tears. And, I get it. Listen, I want to see unity. I want to see real conversations. I want us to move forward, in good faith. But I want to do that with the people who got caught up into this shit, not the people who were the intentional, deliberate bad actors, the one who were intentionally spreading false information, the ones who knew what they were doing. See, it's different when you're a person who does not have the information, but it's another thing when you know the things that you're saying, you're lying. and you're deliberately trying to manipulate people into acting outside of their normal selves. And those are the people that I will never respect. And one of those people is Roland Martin. He is one of those people. And I'm tired of seeing Roland get on social media all the time, calling people stupid for not thinking like his roly-poly fat ass. I'm tired of this dude, bro. I'm tired of this dude. Look at his caption. Roland Martin spends 95% of his time, no, 99% of his time calling people stupid and idiots on the internet. That's what he does. He's a sassy bitch. That's what he does all day, every day, calling people stupid for not agreeing with him. He's so desperate. He needs to just go back to watching black men booty shots in the privacy of his own home and stop getting on the internet with the ignorance and the intellectual laziness. But let me show you what he said. I want you to see who he called an idiot. An ASU student tells MSDNC that she voted for Trump because she likes that he doesn't plan to ban abortion. Now, we know that's true, don't we? We all know that that is true, that Donald Trump has no plan to do that. But this is who he called an idiot. Listen.
And I like that he didn't actually plan to ban abortion. He just brought it back to the States.
She likes that he didn't actually plan to ban abortions. They simply brought it back to the States. Now, can we all agree? Can we all agree that that's exactly what happened with the overturning of Roe v. Wade, that it just went right back to the States? Can we agree with that? Yes, we should be able to agree with that if we're not being disingenuous and just lazy. Well, let me show you what and Donald Trump has said this in interviews, but I love it when people fact check assholes like Roland Martin. This is Donald Trump's statement. Everyone knows I would not support a federal abortion ban under any circumstances and would in fact veto it because it is up to the states to decide based on the will of their voters, the will of the people. Like Ronald Reagan before me, I fully support the 3 exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I do not support the Democrats' radical position of late-term abortions. I agree. Same here. Like, as an example, in the 7th, 8th, or 9th month, I agree, because even the law in New York makes it that way. It allows for that. Or in case there is any question, the possibility of execution of the baby after birth. He's basically saying allowing it to die. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So how many times does Donald Trump, and this is the thing, why y'all be forcing people to have to always, why y'all got to always force me to defend Donald Trump? I think it's like you need a reason to hate me. You need a reason to be angry at me so you don't have to listen to the truth. So you keep throwing out this dumb shit, the same DNC talking points, in order to somehow invalidate me or give you an excuse to not listen to the factual information that you're being provided with. This is why I have a problem. This is why I honestly don't even really, I don't really participate on meta platforms anymore because it's just too ignorant. And when you try to talk to people, they get in their feelings. I can't do it. The Trump derangement syndrome is too strong over there. And that's why I would rather invite some of my friends from the meta platforms to come over here to the TikTok streets where I'm at. Meet me over here. And I'm not even saying for no beef. Meet me over here so we can actually have a conversation one-on-one live in front of the audience with the panel, so you can come up and we can actually engage in the open exchange of ideas outside of the Joe Biden, Kamala Harris censorship industrial complex that's about to disappear under Donald Trump, but where we can actually share information with each other, disagree with each other, correct each other, inform each other, and then agree with each other. That's how you learn. That's how you move forward together, through communication, instead of just being mad and taking things out of context and looking for excuses to be mad, to be upset with people. We're supposed to be adults. So I really would love for you guys to come and join me. Don't worry, I'm still on the mic. Hold on. I gotta time that. I gotta time that to see how long it's taking before that camera cuts out. So I want you guys to join me over there on TikTok. Well, as long as while I still exist over there, because they're definitely I'm down to my last account over there. So I might be gone, after that. Like pretty soon I might be gone. But yeah, y'all can meet me over on TikTok at wait, let me put my name up there. What's my name on TikTok? There you go. You can follow me on TikTok at Tony_talks. They banned all my other accounts and they demonetized them. So that's my last account. So you want to come over there and we have a chat? I would love to. Or, just hit me up on X at Tony L Talks. You know what I'm saying? And we can always go live and have a discussion, have a debate, whatever. And it's not even really so much about debate for me. I just want to have conversation because I don't think I know everything. I love to be corrected because that's how I learn. But a lot of y'all, man, y'all don't want to be corrected. You just want to be right under any circumstances. And if anyone disagrees with you, they're evil by default. That's dangerous. That's really dangerous. And I think I'm going to I want to cover one more thing before I go. Let me make sure. Oh, wait. I think I wanted to show you guys this, actually. Hold on. Because we talked about the election, right? Is anybody wondering how it is that Donald Trump blew out Kamala Harris like this and got almost the same amount of votes he did in the last election? And they're reporting that record numbers came out from the Gen Z and millennial voters, but somehow Kamala Harris is down. Like they dropped 15 million voters. Like that doesn't seem weird to anybody. No question marks. Like to explain this, what's going on? Does it seem weird at all to anyone? I'm just wondering. Because I heard a lot of election deniers and this, that, and the other when people were questioning the results of that weird ass election. But now we're talking about numbers that just don't add up. They don't make sense. So, and the thing is, I'm good. I don't have to litigate this again. But the thing is, we have to consider that the possibility that we have been lied to. Just the possibility. If we can at least consider that, even based on things as simple as the fact that the entire mainstream media has been lying to us about the cognitive condition of Joe Biden. If we can acknowledge that we have been lied to in a concerted effort by the media, then we should know that we cannot trust the information that is coming, that is being funneled to us, and that we have to vet that information. Can we agree with that? Whether you're Democrat or Republican, can we agree that these people have lied to us? Are you going to agree that even Kamala Harris lied to you by telling you that Joe Biden was the sharpest he's ever been? Meanwhile, he's outside like chewing on babies' legs and just rambling all over the place? No? Are you willing to admit that yet? Can we admit it? Because if we can admit that the media has been lying to us in service to the Democrat Party, then that means we should be able to identify that some of the things that we've been told may not be true, right? So we can't decide what's truthful information when it's just convenient for us and decide that the things that we don't like are lies. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And I'm going to just touch on one last area. And this is my own AG, Tish James, the Attorney General of my state, who I'm very disappointed in, to be honest. But let's hear what she has to say, because it's crazy. Like the language she's using, to me, is bananas. I don't even know how she could even confidently say the things that she's saying right now, because it really does not play well. Because you're basically saying that you're going to respond. Well, let's read it, because she's quoted here, right? We did not expect this result. That means Donald Trump winning the election. We did not expect this result, but we are prepared to respond to this result. Wait, you're prepared to respond to him winning a free and fair election? What do you mean respond? What listen to the language. That language insinuates that he did something wrong or illegal. He just won an election, but you're saying you're going to respond to this result. We are prepared to fight back once again. Fight back against what? Fight back against an election that he won? Wait, you what? Fight back by what? Overturning it? By locking him up so he can't be installed as the next president? Are we listening? Are we reading the language? The same person who said she didn't run on locking him up when everything she said during the campaign trail was lock him up. This is why I say bro, they think you're stupid. They think you're stupid. I don't think you're stupid, which is why I have these conversations with you guys, because I don't want these people to decide that the American people are so dumb that they can say whatever they want and just say the quiet part out loud, and you'll accept it because you're too dumb to understand what she's saying. But I'll let you hear it for yourself.
We did not expect this result, but we are prepared to respond to this result.
Woo.
And my office has been preparing for several months because we've been here before. We faced this challenge before.
What challenge? Wait, hold on. Wait, what? We faced this challenge before? What? Him being president? And why does she always talk like she's on some 1930s detective movie? Is that just me? Why does Tish James always talk like that? Like this, yeah, see, we're going to lock this guy up, see, and then we're going to go. Just listen to the way she talks.
We did not expect this result.
This result?
But we are prepared to respond to this result. And my office has been preparing for several months because we've been here before.
Oh, my God.
We faced this challenge before, and we use the rule of law to fight back.
We use the rule of law to fight back against the actual law that allows the man to be president of the United States. That's what she's saying. Lip trembling, looking nervous as hell. That's what she wants to do. She wants to use the law to protect us from the actual law. That is the definition of lawfare, by the way.
And we are prepared to fight back once again.
We're prepared to fight back once again against this damn fair election.
Because as the Attorney General of this great state, it is my job to protect and defend the rights of New Yorkers.
To defend and protect the rights of New Yorkers, to stop Donald Trump from claiming the Oval Office.
And the rule of law.
And what is the rule of law?
And I will not shrink from that responsibility. We did not.
Oh my God. People. They're saying it out loud, right to your face. Oh my God. Right. What happened to quote unquote democracy? Bro, let me tell you something. When Donald Trump gets into office, I heard Steve Bannon going on some rant. And you know what? The shit he was saying, I was like, damn, I was feeling a lot of that shit he was saying. Donald Trump is a nice guy. Didn't I say that Donald Trump, I think he's too forgiving of the people who have been attacking him and trying to destroy him. But you know what? That's why I think it's important that Donald Trump puts together a team that's not going to be as apologetic in removing these people and holding them accountable. So I'm just saying, listen, I don't care whether you're on the left or whether you're on the political right or center. I don't care. I just want to see all of these people held accountable. And by the way, anybody seen Tony Fauci? Yo, anybody seen Anthony Fauci? Where he at? Listen, we ain't forget. I ain't forget. I ain't forget any of these people. Where's Anthony Blinken? Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait till Donald Trump gets in there and all I hear is, excuse me, is that your cubicle over there? All right, pack your stuff up. Yeah, you guys are going home. All right, get out of here. All right, yeah. You know what? Just leave it all there. We'll mail it to you. Get out. You're fired. That's what I want to see. I want to see everybody cleared out. Let's start fresh. What have I been saying for the past few years? Vote them all out. Fire them all. That's what I've been saying. It's time to clean up house. An executive decision has to be made. If things are not functioning the way that they should be, and there is wasteful spending, money is being spent on shit, when you got one position, but you got 12 people who are hired to do the same thing, and they're just standing around doing nothing, and there's no productivity, there's no efficiency, get rid of them. If you're running a company and you got 800 employees, but you only need approximately 80 employees to get the job done, why are you spending 10 times the money? That's our money. That's why Donald Trump is bringing in Elon Musk to create a government efficiency commission in order to get rid of the wasteful spending. But y'all mad? Y'all mad? Why? Why are you fighting for these people? Why are you fighting for these people that are wasting your tax dollars? I don't understand this. Well, I do. It's because too many of us have been brainwashed. But don't worry, I'm going to stay here. I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to continue to try to guide so many of you out of that state of delusion and psychopathy. It's okay. I'll try my best. I know I'm not going to reach everybody. I know some of y'all are going to fall off on the way. I know everybody ain't going to make it. But at the end of the day, I'll do my best. I will always be here to share whatever information I know. And if I don't know, I'll be there to refer you to someone else. So that's pretty much it. Maybe he's in prison. Fauci, he needs to be. His ass definitely needs to be in prison. The amount of times he lied in front of Congress, so glad I don't have to listen to word salads anymore. Facts. Yes, I agree. It's all about feelings for them. Yes, it's all about feelings. And I will say this. I did think it was kind of like tasteless. It was tactless for Kamala Harris to just leave all of them people out there who were supporting her at Howard University. She just left everybody out there, didn't even go to, I mean, fine, she didn't have to give us a concession speech, but damn. They had that event where they were all there for you. You couldn't go there and just say, thank you everyone for coming, just go home. We know that you sent out the call to your staff to leave and go home. Why didn't you tell the crowd? Why didn't you go out there and say something to them? That's very dismissive. To me, that plays as disrespectful. The same way that you were kind of dismissive and disrespectful to those black journalists at the BJ, the National Association for Black Journalists, when you just kind of just brushed them off and walked off and left them standing there looking quite awkward. But yet you still got all these overwhelming numbers of black women who's rolling out the carpet voting for her when she don't even respect you. I hope we can walk away from this ugly chapter in American history and start to heal and do better. Because whether you like it or not, we have just saved our children. Even if we postponed the inevitable, even if we've just put we've pressed pause on the danger ahead, we have plugged the dam, so to speak, for now, on the assault on our children. And I'm good with that. But moving forward, I am committed to not only supporting Donald Trump, but also because I want to see the agenda carried through. I will support him but I will also hold him accountable. And so I am very happy to continue to talk to, work with anyone from the Democrat Party side, Republican, whatever. It doesn't matter, because we're all the American people. And just like Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, or anyone else, Barack Obama, when he was in office, they all have a responsibility to us, the American people. So of course, listen, I'm not taking my foot off the gas. Now is the time to work. Now is the time to hold Donald Trump accountable. But it's not gonna be on your terms, because a lot of you folks on the left believe that you get to demand and dictate how things are supposed to go while lacing it with hostility and disrespect. That's not how we're doing that over here. You already did everything you could to stop him, to stop us, to silence us, to get us censored. You literally voted for your own censorship. You voted to take away your own freedom. So that tells me in this moment, you're going to have to take a little seat in the back for a moment and collect yourself, because whatever's going on, I'm going to tell y'all, I'm not going to be dealing with all that weirdo shit like what we saw in the previous video. Some of y'all are just going to have to sit back and take a little time out, because I am not trying to deal with.
What is wrong with you? I can't do this anymore. I'm literally sick. I'm literally sick to my stomach. What has happened to America? What has happened to democracy?
What
has happened to freedom? I'm done. This is a message to anyone who follows me. If you voted for Trump, unfollow me and block me. If you didn't vote, unfollow me and block me.
Oh, God.
The fact that it's this close means I've lost all hope in the American people. Like, it should not be this close. Why would anyone vote for this person? He's so evil.
Why?
He's so demented. Kamala's not perfect. We all know that. We all know that.
Look at her
She
face.
is not a convicted felon, rapist, crazy.
Whoa. Okay. These are the people who are going to need a timeout. They're going to need to sit in the back while the adults are working things out. But until then, folks, we're just going to have to buckle down and get to work and make sure that we come together and try to create the American dream. And yeah, by the way, I am so relieved to know that Tim Walz is not going to be anywhere near the next administration, anywhere near our children or any decisions that pertain to them. Thank God that man is not a part of this. Yo, we dodged a bullet, yo. So anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to head on over to TikTok and continue the conversation over there. And I guess we'll pick this up again tomorrow. I'll start having some panels. Like I said, I'm going to start, doing more over here on Rumble and on X. And I hope you continue to show up to join me and support. All right. It's We Need to Talk with Tony. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Hold on. Did you guys hear me? Yeah. Let me do that rollout again, because I saw myself mute. Anyway, see you guys later. Peace.